today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Second and 15. Now back to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. they can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. (3-3), a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the draw is Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading 1st half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds the open target, Arnold. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Second and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Open man right side is Shark. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Well, a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones, 34 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Colts!
Kylan Granson.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Broken tackle. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second and 11 now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And they move this all the way down to the 9. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On third down, here's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. They'll set up a throw.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and 1. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.